connection. Oh, we're live. Let's wait for people to join. Okay, we have 6 people watching. I think let's wait for 2 more minutes or 1 minute so people will join. I can see Suleiman D. Hello, SD. Okay, I think we can start. We have 11 people. Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another session of Women in Tech series. My name is Miriam Ibrahim Alassan and I'll be your host for today's session. So last week we had a very interesting session with Farida Kabir, who is the CEO of OTRAC Nigeria. We had a very insightful session. So in case you missed last week's session, the video is on our page. Please watch it. It was very interesting. So on today's session, we're going to discuss becoming a female engineer, the path to becoming a female engineer with Chidera. I think Chidera is here. Okay. Go. So we're waiting for our guest speaker for today to join us. Her name is Chidera and she's a software engineer. Hi, Chidera.
Hi, Miriam. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Can you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you for joining today's session. So Chidera is a software engineer. Well, I think I'll just let you introduce yourself. So please tell us about yourself, your background. Yeah.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Chidera Olivier. I'm from Anambra. I'm a full stack software developer at Kirian Tech. It's a software firm in Enugu. I'm working remotely there. Um, when I say full stack, I mean I'm a front end engineer, back end engineer, and I do a little bit of developer operations, that is scaling the applications. So I studied computer and electronics engineering in Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Anambra State. I graduated with first class. Yay me. What else? I'm currently yes, I'm currently working towards growing my career, working for a big firm like Google or Microsoft, and eventually just providing more value to the community. And I'm also a facilitator at She Code Africa. It's also been almost same thing with Microsoft. We are trying to mentor more ladies in tech, get them to participate more and increase the diversity in the tech community. So that is.
Wow, you have a very interesting background in tech, but we'll get into the details much later.
Okay.
So, Chidera, what actually inspired you to study engineering? Has it always been something you wanted or were you forced? Because you know African parents, they actually want you to either study engineering, medicine, law.
No, but
So tell us what
okay.
inspired.
So growing up, I loved computers. We had my mom had a laptop My dad had a laptop he was not using, so we are always playing games with the computer. We're playing Chicken Invaders. The game was just so interesting. We're always on the laptop playing games. And then I was good at mathematics. So when it was after school, when I had to apply for JAM and other things, I actually was not sure what I wanted to study because, like you said, everyone, my family, my aunties and uncles, everyone was not like she's going to study medicine, no doubt. She's going to study either medicine or pharmacy. But I knew I did not like chemistry. No, I did not like chemistry, so I was like, pharmacy, I'm not going near you. And then at that time, I was like, okay, we have plenty doctors now. Why do I want to go and join the league of plenty doctors? I know it's not a valid reason, but for me then it was a valid reason. I did not want to do medicine. So I was not like, okay, so my option is I like computer, I like mathematics, so why don't I do engineering? I mean, everybody says it's a male course, but
Mm.
I think it's something I can do. So I said, okay, engineering it is. I registered for engineering and I got in. So
Wow, that's actually
yeah,
very interesting because growing up in an African home, everyone wants you to either study law, medicine. That's it.
yeah,
If you're in arts class, you have to study law. If you're in sciences, you have to study
yeah,
medicine.
study medicine. Yes.
So, did you actually enjoy studying engineering?
I
What was
did.
it like for you?
I did. Well, considering that, not considering the fact that in a class of like, let's say, 100
Mm.
students, only like 12 of us or
Wow,
7 of us were ladies.
achievement.
So
Wow.
it was, if you look around and you actually feel proud of yourself, like you're doing this thing with all these people and
Mm.
you're succeeding. So I enjoyed my time. The men, they were respectful. I mean, having few females in the department, they were like, okay, we recognize you. We are happy to
Yeah,
have
they
you
were
here.
being very supportive.
Yes, yes, they were being very supportive. So
So
I enjoyed my time studying engineering.
they were being very supportive, but did you feel kind of intimidated? Like, okay, we are the only girls in this class. Is it intimidating for you?
Yes, of course, it was. Like when you come to class and then before you walk in, you look around, you see all the guys there. It was like, Jesus Christ, what is happening? But then, I feel like for me, I did not have time to feel
Mm.
the fact that there were not a lot of men because engineering it's actually tough. So by the time you're trying to study up and then my group mates, my teammates, most of them were male. I think all of them were male. So, but I was relating well with them.
Mm.
So I did not feel the absence of a lot of female counterparts
Mm.
there.
So they were actually very supportive because from my experience too, I have worked with a lot of male and being probably one of the few females in the industry, the male were very, very supportive, and which is actually very
Yeah.
interesting. So for people that are intimidated, you can actually join tech, and then the male around you will actually be very, very supportive of you.
Yes, yes, they are.
So from experience, like most of the things you need to thrive in work environment is not actually taught in school. So what are the
Mhm.
advices you give the aspiring ladies that want to go into technology? What advices will you give them?
Okay. First of all, I would like to say that it's not easy. Yes, it's not. Like, I'm not going to tell you to enter there and think that, okay, it's something you can just do and easily scale. It's going to be hard. You're going to have a long night. You're going to have codes that are not working because you missed a semicolon or a full stop somewhere. You're going to you're going to get demoralized. But I
Mm.
just want to say that it's also something you can do. People have been doing it. Like if you go back to history, I was reading an article, and then you see that the pioneers of software engineering are actually ladies.
Yes.
Ladies are the ones that started software engineering. So it's something that you have in you. It's not a male occupation like is being put out as. It's something you can do as a female and actually succeed. And if you look out now, luckily for us, there has been a lot of activities bringing in more females into the tech
True.
space.
Yeah.
So you actually have some people, some ladies that you can look up to and say, okay, this lady, she's a lady, she's done this. Um, that means I can do it too. So you should not be discouraged. You should just persevere, work hard. There's a lot of support for you. So you should. I think anybody, any lady entering into tech at this point is actually lucky, in my opinion, because
True.
there's a lot of opportunities geared towards ladies in particular.
Mm. Mm. I think that's
Yeah.
part of the reason. That's one of the reasons why we have you here to inspire young women that are actually thinking of going into tech, because some
Okay.
people do that and then get discouraged because it's actually difficult. But it's not, like Chidera said, it's not easy. It's mainly hard work. So tell us more about what you do as a software engineer and a female also.
Okay. So, as a software engineer, well, most currently, I'm just writing code, obviously. Sorry. Um, my work involves building out features for applications,
Mm.
building out the UI or the back end, or trying to scale up the applications. And then I
Can
would like
you
to talk about, okay.
Can you talk about front end and back end, because not everyone watching kind of understands what that is, front end developer, back end developer. So if you
Okay,
can
okay, okay.
quickly tell us
Okay,
about.
so in some way, if I believe everybody has um, visited a website before. So when you say
Mhm.
you're a front end developer, we have designers, we have front end developers, and we have the back end developers. So
Yeah.
the designers are like the artists. They say this is how this thing is supposed to look. I want it to look like this. Then the front end developer has the job of taking that design that has been made by the designer and
Mm.
translating it into code using HTML and CSS and JavaScript. So it's like building out the design
Mm.
into a website. But then now the back end developer has the job of adding extra functionalities to the website. Like it allows you to interact with the database. Like if you have a site where they tell you to log in, enter your email, enter your password, what processes that email and password that you're entering is the backend.
Back end.
So yes, so the backend does the it's at the back. You don't see what is happening. It's behind the scene.
Mm.
So, but it provides the logic interaction with the data in the website.
Thank you for that brief description and explanation, because not everyone understands. I myself have a clearer view of back end and front end. So you were talking
Okay.
about your work as a software engineer when I could.
Yes. So I do the front end, that is the view. I mainly add. They have the company already has an existing platform, so my job is to add more features as the company is growing, both the front end and the back end, and then to push to the server, the host to host.
Mm.
So my team, they're actually, like I said, the guys here. I have my team made up of those guys, and they are actually very supportive of the work I do and encouraging. So it's not discouraging because you know that okay, these people they are not belittling your what
Mm.
you're doing, and they are there to help you if you have any problems and stuff like that.
So they don't have
So,
that mindset of, okay, you're a lady, these are your limitations. Okay, you're a lady, you cannot do this.
no, no. Maybe they had it in their mind of the, I don't know. but
Yeah, they
they've
don't.
not,
Mm,
no, they've not told me that or acted that way before
mm,
towards me. So just there. Although I know some people that some guys are like, she's a lady, what can she do? But the thing is just to enter there and prove them wrong. Show them
mm,
that you know what you're doing and you're actually good. So they should not look at you because you're a lady and tell
mm.
you,
They think you cannot do it.
yeah.
Okay. So, from your experiences from school, work environment, why do you think women don't go into tech? Well, not tech, let me just say STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Why do you think women don't go into these fields? Apart from the fact that people think it's difficult, why do you think women don't join
Okay. So
these courses?
um I was thinking, let's paint a scenario here in your normal family home.
Yeah.
You're a young girl growing up, you like computers, but you look around you and you don't see any fellow girl doing computer tech related stuff. You're like, are you sure this thing is for me? But then as you're growing up and then you're not seeing people that are doing tech things, the probability that you drop out of what you want to do is very high. A lot of people are doing it around you.
Mm,
So you get discouraged. And then let's say okay, you persevere and then you eventually start doing it, but then you're not getting enough support. Your dad will come and be like, this is not what I want you to do, you should go and do and get married, and
go
all
to
those
the
things, they are discouraging. Yes, they are discouraging factors, the cultural expectations from people. So they expect tech, STEM is not for females, that is for male, that you should go and do medicine or law like you said. So I think that is a major factor in why most ladies do not go into tech at this. We don't have much ladies in tech at the moment because culture has said this is
yeah,
for men,
true,
which
true.
is what we are trying to debunk here. We are trying to remove that stereotype that tech is not just for men, it's for women. And like I said, if you look at history and the women behind, you see that women were actually the first computer programmers.
Mm,
So, and then again, I feel like the hiring metrics also, they tend to choose men because they feel like men are more performant than women or something like that, which is not true. But the what is it called? The tests, the hiring managers, they
mm,
tend to prefer men to women. So even if you're a woman and even if you're a woman and you're looking for jobs and then you apply and then there are a lot of men, probably that they will choose you over a man that has equal capabilities as you. They will probably go more for the man. So I think
they
those are the
but I think nowadays there are so
yes
many job opportunities for women because you
for
will see
women.
someone looking for maybe a graphic designer or a software developer and they will specify there are higher chances if a lady applies because they're trying to
Yes,
balance gender.
diversify.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So that is what. So I'm talking from the perspective of previously, before the whole push to bring in more women into tech.
Mm,
So
yeah.
it's because of this push for diversification that has led to more companies saying they need this percentage of women, this application, this should be a female, it should be for female.
Mm,
So that is why I also said that ladies that are venturing into tech at this point in time, they are lucky because they are trying to bring more of them into technology.
exactly. And for those that are still scared to apply, just apply for that job.
That they should just
Just
apply. You should just apply.
mm,
It's not, there are so many, like at She Code Africa, we are doing mentoring programs to even simplify the process of learning for you.
mm,
So you get there are lots of communities out there to help you. So you should not be scared in any way. Something you can do.
true. So tell us more about She Code Africa, because I think that is something that Frasersoft is also trying to do, trying to empower a lot of women, bring a lot of women into technology. We are currently doing a free training for women in design, a free graphic design training for women. This is, I think, the third or the fourth batch that we're doing for women to go into technology. We're trying to empower business owners, especially, to be able to handle your own branding yourself. You don't have to outsource it to someone. So tell us more about She Code Africa and what you
So
do.
She Code Africa is mainly mentorship. Is mentorship focused.
Okay.
So a lot of women, we have a Slack channel. So the ladies that joined, they join different channels in the Slack channel based on their interests. And then the channels have channel leads that give daily tasks. You're grouped into teams, you're giving daily tasks to accomplish. So it helps with your training, with your learning. It's not a direct
What
training.
do you exactly? That's the question I wanted to ask. What do you actually train? Is it programming, web
Okay,
development?
it's not a direct train. Like I said, it's a mentorship.
Okay.
So they guide you. They tell you, okay, this is if you want to. These are videos you can watch for you to. If you have any questions, you can come and ask us. We are available. Then also, we have this mentorship program going on currently. I
Yeah.
think the application has closed for now. So that one it's more of a training. You have a mentor that is in charge of you, like a
Okay.
mentor in charge of 5 people. So they are in charge of giving them tasks, making sure they learn and
Mm.
stuff like that. It's like guiding them properly.
So how long is this mentorship for?
So this particular one it's for 3 months.
Three
I
months?
need to verify I need to verify that one. But it's for 3 months, I think, this particular
Mm.
cohort.
So after 3 months, then like what is next after you're done with the mentorship program?
If you would have gained more skills, maybe apply for an actual company internship. At least you would have built out more
True.
products and improved your portfolio, apply for internships, and then continue going from there.
That is amazing. So everyone watching, you heard what she said. I think if you can maybe write it or pin where people can apply for the next mentorship program. It's mainly for
Okay.
women, right?
Yes, for
Okay.
ladies.
So if you can write something down there for people who are interested that want to join the mentorship program, you can
Okay.
do that.
All right.
So, what about what other challenges? Let's not limit it to you being just like the challenges you as a lady is facing. In general, like in your work environment, what are the challenges of being an engineer? Because I know it is not easy.
Well, let's just say, okay, when I started up, when I
Mm.
got, okay, let me give you a
Well,
brief history.
let's start with how did you get there?
Okay, yes, that's what I wanted to. I wanted to give a brief history of how I started programming.
Okay.
So, um, after my SS3, I think either asked after my SS3 or my year one, but during the long vacations there, I was very bored. So I saw a course on Coursera, Python for game development. I was like, okay, this sounds like something that will be interesting. Like develop a game. Let me try it out. So
Mm.
started up. I stayed up all night trying to build out the game. And my motivation was seeing I was trying to build a ping pong game. The balls are supposed to move around on the screen. So seeing a ball actually move around was like, it was very exciting for me. I was like, wow, this is very amazing. And then I would stay up all night working on it. My mom will pass and she'll now look at me and be like, this girl, you know, guys sleep. So it was, I had, I was encouraged. Then fast forward to I entered university studying computer engineering. A couple of my friends, they were guys and also into web development. At that point, it was HTML, CSS, and JavaScript purely. So they encouraged me to do more of it, to learn and actually get better. Then I was doing it bit by bit because I wanted to not be distracted from my studies. So I still wanted to graduate with first class. So I was not fully focused. But then 2017, I did HNG internship. I think there's one currently going on. It's that place is a battleground. It's like the survival of the fittest. So, but yes, but I did not get discouraged. It was interesting because I saw a lot of people doing amazing things, and then I get to stay up all night and submit tasks, and it was, it's got my adrenaline for programming up. So, and then 2019, my school internship, I did at Genesis Tech Hub. It was a training, a full 6 months internship focused on software development. So I did the backend engineering track there. It was very interesting. They teach you um, software development based on your track. They pay you. It was amazing. Just, you know, all those experiences. They did not
Yeah.
discourage me from venturing into tech. So my final year, my partner and I said we wanted to build a smart mirror. That is a mirror that you can interact with, and that
A
was like,
mirror you can interact with.
yes, an interactive mirror. So it was, I was like, wow, I cannot do this. So he was like, I trust you, Jennifer, I trust you. So we did, though, we did, and we submitted, and it worked. I was like, wow, that is amazing. So, and then after that, before I graduated, a friend referred me to the company I'm working at now. I started up as that was my first engineer official software development job. So I was supposed to do back-end engineering, which was what I intended at. So I had a little knowledge of it there. But starting up, it was very tough. I was entering their code base, trying to understand what was happening. I was very lucky that the guy that was onboarding me was lucky. I asked a lot of stupid questions that I look at now and be like, oh my God, did I ask those questions?
Well,
But
that's how.
then those are, yes, yes, those are learning phrases. If you don't ask the questions, you will not know the answers. So, and I was lucky that he took his time, he did Zoom calls, explained everything for me, and that is how I got to where I am now. So, and it's still very tough. I get frustrated when you're trying to do something. Right now, I even have a bug that is unresolved. Like, I have something you're trying to write and then it's not working, and you're wondering, what am I doing wrong? But at the end, just you resolve, you learn. It's the bugs will help you to learn more because you research on your problems and then you see plenty answers and then you learn. Then what else?
That is very
It's been a
inspirational
journey. Yes,
because sometimes you have to work extremely hard. Well, not sometimes, all the time.
all the
Like
time.
I said earlier, it's nothing but hard work to get to where you
It's
are
nothing.
because you've done a lot
Yes.
of internships, a lot of training that you decided to go do on your own. So that is very, very inspirational. And that is what we would like other young women to do to thrive more so we can all be successful. Like you said, it's people are actually lucky now to go into tech because there are a lot of women that have already broken the barrier for
Yes,
women.
exactly.
That is what we discussed last week with Farida, who is the CEO of OTRAC, and she's also the lead for Women Tech Makers here in Abuja, the Abuja. I don't know if you know her.
Yes, I recall during my NHNG internship, I think she was there. I don't think she was there as an intern, but I know she was in the channel, and we
Mm,
had a group of ladies that are there in the internship.
mm.
So I recall.
She does a lot for women in technology. She really tries. She does a lot. So, Chidera, thank you for joining us. It was a very interesting session. I don't know if anyone has any question for Chidera. Please, you can write it in the comment section and she will answer.
All right. Okay. Anybody have any question for me? Let me
And
drop the link.
please do share the link for the She Code Africa.
I I
And if anyone has any questions, refer them to you. And like I mentioned earlier, Razorsoft is doing a training. It's currently doing a training because with the present coronavirus, we couldn't do a physical training, so we decided to do it online. We're using Google Classroom and Google Meet to host the training, but hopefully in about a month or a month and a half, we'll probably have a physical training. So once the registration is on, people can check our page and we'll share it with you too. If you have any lady that is interested in learning graphics design, that is mainly our target, graphics design. So maybe in the future we could do something else like web development, but for now it's graphic design. So someone has a question here. Uncle Shanu said, what are your future plans?
Well, right now, let's say I am very actively working towards leaving the country.
Oh,
I'm trying. I'm trying
yes.
to get a job abroad, so I'm studying up on my algorithms because that is
Wow.
the criteria. So I'm really studying. I got the book cracking the code interview. So by God's grace,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be I'll leave you guys here soon enough.
Okay.
um,
That is
also,
actually really great.
yeah,
Push through. So someone said, is
thank
it
you.
possible to become a self-taught software engineer?
It seems very a majority of the engineers you see around self taught, especially the Nigerian engineers that you see around, they're self taught.
I think
All the
from
guys I know
experience,
around me,
I think
yeah,
from experience, you could say people learn more on the job than what you actually learn in class.
okay. Well, what they learn at school. But what could you repeat what you just said now?
I said people learn on the job. People learn more on the job. Like when you are
Okay,
practicing what you actually read in school, what you studied.
okay. Well, yes, I don't think I know of anybody that would say that they become a software engineer because of what they were taught in school. I don't know anybody personally that would say that. No, all the people I know,
Mm.
they online learning online, and then they now get internships or get jobs, and then with time you're growing, and so it's very possible to be self-taught. You just need to be very motivated and active and proactive.
Mm. That's true.
Yeah.
Someone said, what's the HND internship? I think what you spoke about earlier, the internship that you did.
Okay, it's HNG, hotels.ng. You can check them out on
Oh,
Twitter and learn more
HND,
about it.
not
Yes,
HND. Okay.
it's HNG. Just search for hotels.ng internship. I think they have a lot of buzz on Twitter right now because they have an internship going on currently.
Mm.
Oh. Am I supposed to explain more on what it's about?
So, sorry, what did you say?
I'm asking if I'm supposed to explain more on what the HNG internship itself is about. Although they can learn by going by searching. They should just
Yes,
check on Twitter.
you can. Yeah, you can just write it there, so people can check and learn more about it. Someone said, when you want to learn a new programming language, what do you do?
Hmm. I'm coming.
Hmm? When you
So
want to
when I
learn a new
want to
programming language, what do you do?
learn, well, let's just say I've been sticking to one programming language for my experience level. Although I'm doing a little bit of Java for
Okay.
my algorithms. So I'm not very sure I'm in the. But I think if you want to learn a new programming language, you should think of a project that you want to do and use that
Mm,
language and try to build out that project.
mm,
So you would learn, in addition to watching tutorial videos on that um, language.
mm.
So that would
Someone
be
is asking, what is the plan for mentoring at the secondary school level? I believe the youngsters will be motivated if they see female professionals who have succeeded in the tech space. I don't know if that question is for you.
okay. I don't know if the question is for me, but I think there's something Genesis Tech Hub is doing. So they are going around schools
Mm,
they go around schools and then do bits of sessions on programming for the students.
okay.
So they go around secondary schools and try to introduce the students to the to tech, to programming.
Mm,
So I think that is what more companies or more NGOs should also do.
mm,
Just get a couple of experienced people in their
mm.
company to go to some certain schools and teach the students and motivate them to join the tech community.
Razorsoft is also looking into doing that in the future, because if you build
Okay.
them while they're young, I
They're
think
young, yes,
that'll be a very
yes.
good thing to do. Hi,
Because
Chief. Thank you
it would
for
be
that.
better to um get somebody in secondary school to decide that they want to do tech and to get somebody that's already in the university doing some biological
Mm.
sciences to switch to a tech
A lot
career.
of people that you meet that have actually succeeded in tech, they either didn't study tech, or probably they studied something else related to tech, but they've diverted to something
Yeah.
different.
Yes, I know a couple of people like that. I
Mm.
know a couple of people like that. And I actually feel very I'm also like, wow, so you did your biological science and you still had the motivation to
Mm.
become a tech um a software developer. It's like I'm
Mm.
like, okay, nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. You can
Everything.
do it.
Well, for me, I studied information system, but I'm doing graphics design. I studied nothing like graphics
Yeah.
design, but that is what I'm doing.
So
So whatever
that's
your passion is, we believe you
you
should just
can
go for it. Don't
I
waste time
also do.
waiting. So I think that is all for the questions, and I think we'll end the live here. We've been here for about 40 minutes. Thank you
Okay.
so much, Jidera, for joining us today. We will
You're
save this
welcome.
on our page in case anyone who has missed it. You can check our page to watch this video, and you can check the video we had last week, the session we had last week with Farida Kabir. It's also on our page. Thank you so much, Chidera. It was really
Thank
great
you.
being with you.
It was great having your session. And to all the ladies out there, please come and join us. So we need more ladies here.
Exactly.
We need more ladies there. All right. Thank
Thank you
you.
everyone for watching.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.